Okay, hello there. How do you do tonight? An evening. Good morning, good evening. What time of day it is in the world here? I'm going live today on YouTube. Hooray. Yes, I am. And you can see me on the screen here. I'm on the screen over here and the screen here. Yeah. Well, today's info about two things. Number one thing is going to be this. You know what that is? It's gonna be talking about things that have happened. Tuesday, I sung a song, what else you call Crazy Train at the CMHA annual picnic over at Brimbrook Conservation Authority. Well, apparently it caught my guardian angel, Mr. Osborne himself. Ossie, Prince of my guardian angel. Isn't that weird to think of that? But he helped me in life. He helped me out a lot in many ways, many shapes, many forms. He actually funny because he did something to me last night. I didn't realize what he did, but he guided me. He somehow made me wind up with about 500 British pounds. I couldn't believe it. You know, when I seen that, $500 of British pounds. Now 500 British pounds. You know that? Yeah, it's a lot of money. I surprised. I took it to the bank and I got about almost $533 out of it with the exchange rate, of course. Well, that's neat, you know. And he had how he got. I don't know how my guardian angel did that. He did a miracle for guardian angel work like they are magic creatures, magic means, but heavily magic, not just magic in any way. He's been watching out my whole life for me, watch out for bad people. He was sitting there on Wendy's. You know, I'd be bad vibes. I couldn't feel like it. And he told me that don't worry, you're gonna walk out the rest of which they did anyway. That was very interesting to see and listen to this because that neat to know that angels are always there to watch me. I always know I have a guardian angel watch over me. Sometimes he comes in here and visit me and that. But in the dreams, he visits me sometimes. It's weird to think about the Prince of Darkness life, how he, now he's an angel in heaven. God made an angel, and he's pretty good at it. That's a pretty good job of what he is now. Anyways, well, one thing he did in life, he helped people out when he was not on stage. He helped hundreds and thousands people out. He had helped, hundreds and thousands of bus routes, many bus routes and many streets of many cities in the U.S. ended up having number one hits today as a result of him helping them to do so. Other people who down on their luck, how he helped them out with getting them into a place where people would have got the help they need and they don't have to wait. Getting somebody into all of that, and even adult help because of things like that too. So all these people he helped along in life, people he helped. And funny because now he's helping me as an angel. So that's awesome. He helps people. He doesn't do it when he did it when he alive. Now he's doing it more because he passed away and able to do it. And that's why God made him because he did these little things. People don't realize it, but I've been talking about doing something in my future, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm thinking about it, but I'm thinking more and more about doing this. I would like to set up a Sherry Jackson scholarship fund upon my death, upon a Sherry Jackson Memorial Scholarship Fund of the Master Campus. But going to be Sherry Jackson, Ozzy Osbourne, Sherry Jackson Memorial, Shirrie Jackson Ozzy Osbourne Memorial Scholarship Fund will be set up in such a way that where where a person that needs want to go to university, they can't afford to go there, and they can get the right type of guidance if they're ready for it. They get what kind of courses they need. They got proper guidance what courses to take, what not to take in there, on what programs they should take, what programs shouldn't take. There are different programs, chemistry programs, science programs, and there are other types of many different programs for in there that they go to. They have to know which one they want to do, whether they want to be a scientist, whether they want to be that too. But also too, I've seen this in many first year students. And I gotta tell you, seating in the high school exam, middle school, any exam anywhere in the world is a big no-no. What happens when you seat in the exam? Here's what happens. Number one, you will you number one, if you don't get caught by the principal or vice principal or school administrator or instructor or professor or teacher, and you make your way in the university, number two, you won't and you try to do your first year by the time Christmas comes, you're pretty much gonna say, that's it, I can't do it. Too hard. See? And that's because you see the exam. But if you pass your exam, for example, you didn't see, got marked, got a few wrong, but you still made the university, guess what? Then you're gonna function a lot better in your first year of university and it'd be better in second year or third. University are learning institutions, and not the institution you go to when you're mentally ill, and not the institution you go to when you are, not an institute you go to mentally ill, not a mental institution, not that, and not a hospital institute, not a criminal institute. It's going to university is a education, and it paid as you got to pay for it, in tuition, scholarships. That's how education paid for. And I think doing this is a good idea. I'm thinking about it, but I hadn't decided on doing it. It's two in the matter of one. If I think I do it, then but this going to be done after I'm dead. So certain people, and these are what they're going to be for those people who can't afford the parent can't afford to put them in the university, can't afford them to go forward. And for those homeless people on the streets who just want to go to university, get more education, but don't have to be there on the streets anymore. And that is what, it's for. So it's geared to get a homeless person who want to go to university, couldn't afford it, got high school, got no place to go, all because of they are in all because what? They couldn't make it because they're in intelligent. Couldn't make it. They were in 'cause they couldn't get because they didn't get the university because they couldn't afford it. See, this way, though people can't afford it, want to go to university, they can get to university. So it's going to be open for those type of applicants. Anybody homeless that really want to go to university and they're in their early 20s or maybe in their 30s, 20 to 29, or in their 30s, they can go to university, have an education, come out of university, being free from those streets, not having to live in a tent, having a nice house, having a good job at paying a lot of money, and having a nice family, nice wife, and being happy instead of being on the street, stuck on the street in a tent for years and years and years. And they can go back on this and realize something. My God, did Ozzy Osbourne help me get this? They realize it's great. I off the street again. Wow, I can't believe Shirrie Jack Ozzy Osbourne put this in their will to do in their life. Can't believe it that Ozzy is, and this would really be funny. Terry Jackson Ozzy Osbourne Memorial Scholarship. So the two individuals who get like a scholarship through that, and it could be a music scholarship. It could be a scholarship in how to be a heavy metal star too, like Ozzy. And think of that one. Yeah, like I did actually, I did a bit of a freaking. I decided I'm gonna do a karaoke at the park. I did a song karaoke. Note song I sung, "Crazy Train" by Ozzy Osbourne. You know, going off the rails on a crazy train. Yes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Well, Ozzy's up, and he's the gatekeeper in heaven. He's the gatekeeper plus my guardian angel. No, he does. And also he waits. What he does is direct people after gone through judgment before heaven they're gonna get judged by a judge. So and before they even get to heaven gates, Ozzy Osbourne before they even when they get to the gates of heaven, and Ozzy has the paperwork he had to write a door saying, "Okay, you've been judged. These are things you did this. Oh, yeah, you did this, you did that. Okay, you did all kinds of things wrong. You desecrated a grave by urinating on it and all that. Blah blah blah. Wow, for you. Here you go. Off to the crazy. Here you go. Here's a ticket for crazy. Okay, and it's crazy and end up on a crazy train to hell. Another one for the crazy train to hell. Well, that's what happens. Ends up on Aussie crazy train heaven, and it goes off the rail in front of the devil every time. Anyway, so there you go. And then somebody else comes up to heaven gate after the judge. Okay, you did wonderful things in your life. You helped a lot of people. You did what you did, and you know what? No, you're a very wonderful person, and you pass your judgment with flying colors, without any worry in your life here. No, now we have a now. Come on, the gate is open. Come on in, and the other angel will be standing the other side of the gate. Will walk with that individual to his quarters, and in he goes. And then comes along somebody else whose name, and then comes along somebody who does a real nasty thing, killing. Then comes somebody who just had a lethal injection in a state penitentiary for first degree murder, and he comes out through the judgment area for judgment again. And the judge said to him, and the angel on the bench said this to him, you did something really bad on earth. You killed an innocent person on earth for you drinking and driving. What do you got to say for it? Well, I didn't know. I'm sorry about drinking. Well, you know what? You now case dismissed. On to the next. That person walks away. He goes at the gate. She sit there. Okay, I here's the crazy thing. Hop on board. Take you out. Oh, and it goes off rail in front of the devil. Boom. Another one for crazy. Then somebody else comes up. Then this person comes up. He gets the leaf on. He get punished. Get sentenced for a crime he didn't do. I'm gonna execute later. And he comes up and he said, I was executed for something I didn't do, and they executed me. And what should I do now? And the person in judgment goes, yes, that person did that. Yes, the real criminal you can get it probably killed. So when he comes up here, that's fine. But for you, you did a good thing in life. You took the blame. But now things have to go. Things will even out there. But for you, I have to send you on. Against you, I got nothing against you. You're free to continue into heaven. Turns out Ozzy, okay, okay, come on in, join the party. See, that's what that's what he does. He knows before, after a person has their judgment. When he dies, you're gonna have that judgment. Even one day when I pass away in this earth, I'll have that judgment, and I know how it's gonna go too. Maybe I didn't do a lot of things wrong, but I did a lot of things right too. So when I get there, I'm probably gonna find out. Well, yes, you did a few things here, a few things there, but you know what? Honestly, you did all right, and you exceeded a lot and established a good. And you established it had a set up a memorial scholarship and the thing. I always look at said to me, "Well, you set memorial scholarship with my wife and also with your family to help people get to university because they memorial scholarship was shortly was set up just after you died. Now you passed my judgment. Okay, Siri, come with me and take you a quarter." I walk all down a beautiful area into a nice, beautiful place. I walk in and I sit down. Thank you. And I walk back out again and I sit down. And I say, "Oh, Heavenly Lord, I'm here." And I said, "Jesus, walk in the room. Jesus, I'm here for you." Anyway, so there we go. That's what I think about. We all have our, we all live our life on earth. We all gonna someday. We all gonna die someday. We all gonna pass away. Nobody lives forever. Only when you live forever means you live in it forever in the house of the Lord. You dwell in the house of the Lord for forever. What happens? Some cases you have to come back and do something. This is no joke, not a joke for you, not a joke. It's real. And I'm sitting in my own apartment here, and you see the live stream, and I see it on the TV. I look pretty damn good doing it. Yeah. No, sun Monday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the time may vary between your countries, stuff like that. It's time will vary. It could be 9 o'clock at night, or it could be 3 o'clock in the morning. It could be the Tuesday too. Monday here, Eastern time. I will have my radio show be on 3:30 Eastern time zone. Time zone will vary in your country, wherever you're listening at. 93.3 CFNU, Peacemaker's Journey. Tune in and listen. I play all kinds of nice music on there. They won't, and you won't hear me, but I'm doing this a live stream, let you know. Well, thank you very much for listening to my live stream. I'm going to get off the air here. Thank you very, very much for listening, and I got to say thank you. Have a wonderful and productive day, and now it is all over. It's the living end.